Hello, my name is Spidey, and today in this video, I want to discuss why you might not feel motivated like others. As I said in my first video, I want to break things down into 5 chapters around mental health, right? This is a mental health journey that you and I are going to go on. This being my first official video on mental health, I want to start with the root of motivation. Why don't I feel motivated? This is the first subject I want to cover in this section to find real motivation. If you're struggling, you're going through a really hard time, the battle in your mind is becoming harder, motivation becomes dimmer. It's not as easy to get up anymore. It's not as easy to push yourself anymore. It's become hard. So I want to make this video to have some foundation and starting ground. But before we jump too far into this, I want to share the medical view on this emotion and the impact it has. Motivation is such a critical step in anyone trying to overcome any mental health battle. Lacking motivation is more harm than you might think. Motivation is not just a part of your brain, it's part of your brain's structure, the mesolimbic pathway. It travels the 3 main places in your brain that dopamine and the reward system goes off in your brain. This emotion starts in your ventral tegmental area, or VTA for short. This part of your brain is the starting point for dopamine and gives dopamine when it identifies something you want. After your brain releases this dopamine rush, it then travels to your nucleus accumbens that is in your basal ganglia region. This is responsible for letting your brain know that you desire to take action or a drive to complete something. Then your prefrontal cortex is going to plan this action and help you reach a long-term goal. Now, I probably mispronounced a few things in there. Don't hold me against that. I know that was a lot to take in, but I wanted to tell you the depth of this emotion. There is so much you have to do, your brain has to do for you to do something. It takes a lot of your mind to take action on your goals or healing. If just one part of your mind is not functioning correctly, it will limit the power it has to fulfill the things you want to accomplish. Everybody has a moment in their life when they find themselves lacking the desire to do a task or even something that they want to do. Our brains can get so overwhelmed over chaos and struggle that nothing has a positive end. You start to have doubts in your mind, shame, guilt, maybe even depression. You start to believe these lies in your mind that you tried how many times, or you actually think this time is going to work out, or you disappointed people over and over trying. Now, these thoughts are not true, obviously. And yes, you may have let people down or failed time and time again, but you're not a failure. You are capable of so much. You just getting up each day, even when you got pushed down, is a huge accomplishment. Never be afraid to fail or fall for striving for something you want to accomplish. This is your life and not theirs. I'd rather see you fall 1,000 times than see you walk away from a goal. Each day is a new day with new dangers and worries, but you have another chance to fight back against these mental monsters that try to control your everyday life. So why don't I feel motivated? That's the reason for this video. But let's start small and find thoughts that are bringing you to the state of mind. We're not going to rush into this, but we're going to take our time with a very simple but very difficult task or a method that works very, very well to be able to read, visualize, and speak your thoughts. You first need to look within yourself and find what is controlling your day. I know that can be very difficult or confusing for me to say. Just try to let me explain. This could be many things, from a simple argument you had the day before or to a recent heartbreak. Finding the root of the problem will always be step 1 of the healing process. Without knowing what needs to be healed, it can be challenging to begin. I'll mention that there are times you might not know because you have used a negative coping mechanisms to hide it for so long and pushed it down. Try to push it away. I suggest that if this is the reason, give yourself more time to find this root. Nothing needs to be done right away. This is your healing process. Take as much time as needed. No one's rushing you. Just try to breathe and try to relax. So after you've found this problem, write it down. This is very, very important. Trust me. Writing it down is being able to see as well as hear your lips say it. Saying it out loud as you write helps you listen, and writing it helps you see it. Sometimes our brains can get mangled with tons of rushed thoughts. Writing them down helps control some of these. This exercise is to help you manage your thoughts. just a little bit more. And writing it down can be difficult. Let's say you don't know how to write your feelings down. Start out small with very simple phrases. I'm not doing good today. Today was really, really hard. Now that you have your thoughts written down, pinpoint a few and work on those. You can't heal everything right away. You need to start small, like a baby learning to walk. Also, don't try to heal the biggest one right away. Start with ones you know you can control. For instance, if you had a relationship crumble with someone you loved or lost, I wouldn't start with these right away because these are very traumatic, heartbreaking, and might take some time to reconnect these pieces. So you could first go back to hobbies you enjoyed. This could also mean finding new hobbies you want to try. Another could be reconnecting to family members or friends. You don't need to do this alone. God is there. Now, don't be ashamed if you don't like what you wrote. It's how you feel, and that's okay. Feelings are a human response to events in our life. You're not alone in this. I hope I was able to shine a little light on this topic, give you some inspiration. Motivation is not easy to receive. It's not easy when your brain can't focus or your brain is rejecting it because it's scared what could happen. Years ago, I moved away from family and my closest friends. It was one of the hardest years of my life. The hard part was seeing all your friends go out and enjoy the summer when you're in a new place and you feel like you have nothing. I lost all the motivation for anything I liked before this time. I would just sit in my room and watch TV. I just wanted to feel loved. I wanted to get out of this repeated loop I was in. It was then I took time to read the Bible and actually learned His Word. To this day, I am trying to learn and increase my knowledge. Now, this wasn't something that just happened overnight. This took months to overcome. I wasn't able just to fix myself right away, nor did I fix myself. God helped me to overcome it. This video isn't a full, in-depth, crazy how to get it. This is just what I did and what I hope could help you. It takes baby steps to overcome these horrible things in our life, these really hard times in our life. It's difficult. And for you, the listener, I have no shame. You've made it this far. You're doing an amazing job. I know this video isn't the most in-depth critique, but I wanted to give you guys just a broad view of what could help. And I want to help you as much as I can with the knowledge I've learned. Our verse today is Psalms 94, verse 19. When doubts filled my mind, your comfort gave me renewed hope and cheer. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. God bless you.